And melamine, which usually made in these heat compression machines, at least in housewares, always has a portion of it which is sawdust. Usually, most melamine has maybe about 30% of it is sawdust. And the first question you ask is, what can we do to make it better than sawdust? And our solution was post-industrial bamboo, which is basically bamboo is very sustainable material, but we don't even take virgin bamboo. We just take the ends and bits that are ugly, the parts that the furniture or flooring manufacturers do not want. Usually that stuff is incinerated. Instead, we grind it down and we use it as the adjunct instead of just normal wood pulp or random
Why
wood pulp.
bamboo? Why bamboo?
Well, the product is made in Asia, and there's a lot of it. There's a heavy demand for it, and the material itself is actually very cheap because, again, we're using stuff that they was going to throw away or incinerate anyway. So bamboo, first of all, it's a very sustainable in that it does not require much water. Where it grows naturally, it grows naturally. You're not killing the plant to harvest it. You just chop it down every few years. It grows very fast. It's more like mowing a lawn than actually, felling a tree. So it has a lot of aspects to it that make it very useful to us. So the question was, okay, now it was pretty easy to replace, 30% wood pulp content with 30% bamboo content. Now the question is how much of the content we can replace with bamboo. Now, beyond all that, there's also the issue that, as my uncle says very wisely, it used to be that there were 100 retailers and 5 factories. And now there's 5 factories. Now there's 100 factories and 5 retailers. So, the factories, totally the opposite. And the factories need to find ways to differentiate themselves from all the other factories. You can go to hundreds of injection molders or heat compression molders all over the world. Why would you go to this one versus the other one? And so they have done really great work at reaching out to get either advice or doing it themselves to develop new techniques that other factories can do. Not to say that the other factories can't eventually learn it, but much of this is not necessarily even new technology. It's just using the technology that you have, becoming a better craftsman with the tools that you have in your hands.
Right. Yeah, you don't need to reinvent the wheel, just making things better.
Exactly. So the initial material that we were talking about here, it's called bamboo fiber, and it was developed out of many different needs. The fact that it became sustainable was due to the nature of the original problem. It wasn't that we were saying, or at least they were saying, we need to make it more sustainable. They were saying we have a different problem that we have to solve. What I find the strangest